Dan and Hazel, good morning. Certainly this potential attack, very alarming for people around the city. We know social media certainly is an outlet for so many people to turn to express themselves. And in this specific case, it was one of the ways that helped lead police to the suspects and ultimately lead to the arrest of these two men who now face a slew of charges, including weapons offenses. Certainly it comes after a group effort between city leaders and leaders in the NYPD, MTA coming together to kind of find ways to crack down on any terror threats. And in this case, again, it stopped a potential attack from happening and a tragedy throughout the city. The NYPD and FBI tipped off MTA police officers about two men wanted in connection with threats to the Jewish community. Law enforcement started trailing 21-year-old Christopher Brown of Long Island after they say he posted violent threats on social media against Jewish synagogues. Then early Saturday morning, MTA police noticed Brown and his partner, 22-year-old Matthew Marr, at Penn Station. That's when they stepped in. Officials say when the men were arrested, they allegedly had a firearm, a high-capacity magazine, ammunition, an 8-inch military-style knife, a Nazi armband, and a bulletproof vest. According to court documents, Brown says he had a, quote, sick personality. The men are now facing weapons charges. Brown is also facing charges. In addition to those weapon charges, he's also facing charges of aggravated harassment and making a terroristic threat. Both Brown and Marr are scheduled to appear in court on November 23rd. Leaders around the city are raising concerns about a rise in hate crimes against the Jewish community.
Never imagined that in the year 2022 we will see such an increase of anti-Semitic incidents and crimes.
And Governor Hochul denouncing these threats and potential attacks on communities, minority communities throughout the city, throughout the state. She's actually increased police patrol at certain areas around the city and spots like synagogues where you would see people gathering in an effort to crack down on any potential issues that could arise in these areas. In addition, Mayor Eric Adams is going to be teaming up in a little bit here this morning with some leaders of the NYPD and some legislators to discuss what efforts they took to crack down on any threats and what they'll continue to do to crack down on any threats in the future. But in this specific case, what helped them lead to the arrest of the two men who are now in police custody, and in addition, just finding ways to keep people safer around the city. We're live in Lower Manhattan. I'm Rebecca Solomon, Pix 11 News.
All right.